Hello everyone, this is King Stevion. I had did this video already, but I realized I had my Bluetooth on and it doesn't record the audio from the videos like it should. So what I'm doing is redoing this one. I didn't post it on YouTube just yet. But there's a guy that mentioned some stuff that's real important for y'all guys that's getting ready to file y'all federal lawsuits against the child support agencies. I think, and I'll talk to y'all guys in the 100 Kings meeting about this, what we should do. Actually, it'd be three different cases, okay, and that each one of us can win. And I'll talk to that in privacy, okay. So y'all guys hit me up. 850-345-4120. Let's get this video started about this lawsuit list. That's what it'll be called. Lawsuit list. Okay. Let's go over. Let y'all go with me and let y'all guys know this is in the child support cease and desist letter explained video. If y'all want to go look at the actual list of things. Okay. And right here, you see who gave me this, and I told him I was going to do a video on this. Okay, so I'm going to hit see more. And it says, King Stevion, great video, bro. If you do not have a copy of the following supporting evidence, please go online and print out a copy of the following documents that can be attached as exhibits when submitting documents to the courts. Now, guys, this is not for the fake child support court, because that is not a court. That's just a rented building. Okay. Now, this is for your federal lawsuit. Okay. Don't let no one tell you can't file a federal lawsuit, because, and definitely, as I've said in my videos before, a couple videos, don't let these people fool you with this sovereign immunity. And I'm going to hit the video link to show you why. And it backs up what I was saying. Okay. These guys lose their sovereign immunity. One, when they receive federal funding. Okay. So that's gone. And also with the COL, the way I showed y'all, that's another way they lose their sovereign immunity. So, okay, since that's what they always want to stick to, sovereign immunity, that's out the window. So this will show y'all this the third way they lose it. Okay. Now, the first one is, and all y'all guys, all the kings out there watching and queens, write this down. Okay. Love to all the kings and the queens out there. Department of Justice Civil Rights 9-page memo dated March 14th, 2016. Illegal enforcement of fines and fees. Keep in mind, foreign corrupt practice are exposed throughout this entire civil rights memo. Okay, and I guess this is what King Yael was mentioning when he was talking about the Civil Rights Acts. Department of Justice Civil Rights 4-page memo dated February 28th, 2019, entitled Addressing Police Misconduct Laws Enforced by the Department of Justice. 3. Department of Justice Foreign Corrupt Practices Organization Act Memorandum dated February 2, 2017. See attached video explaining why this memo is important. And I'm going to go back up after I read the rest and play a few minutes of that. 4. Minnesota Supreme Court article declaring that the child support system is unconstitutional. Okay. Now, also, guys, one thing me and King Michael also have for y'all is the UCC 11. He's been doing this out there, pounding it in for y'all guys to understand. Y'all need to go and get your UCC 11 request in. If you don't, contact King Michael and he'll give it to you. He might redo this in the group, and I asked King Michael to go ahead and send that out to everybody, the process of the UCC 11, because this is what you stand on, and everything under that falls up underneath that, because there is no debt. There is no debt. And like I said before, everything goes back to scripture. You are a what? Lender, not borrower. Okay? So that kills that. That's violation of your religious rights. Because if you following the scripture says you're a lender, not borrower. What is you doing? What are you doing there? You're teaching others this. This is why Christ came, to show us that we have to be disciples teaching this stuff. And as you're teaching, Mark chapter 7, teaching is your worship. That's one of the ways to worship. Okay? Also, Matthew 25, and you go down by 30 and read all that, and that'll show you again what worship is. Worship and ministry. It shows you what that is. Okay? And if you're not doing that, then that means you're not worshiping. If you're not worshiping, what are you doing? So teach this stuff, guys. And if they're interfering with your teaching of this, violation of your religious rights. So that's another thing you got them on. Okay? The debt thing. They're trying to say you're a debtor. You're not a debtor. You're a creditor. Social security number. Okay? Bam. I ain't going to get into the private and the public thing. Okay. 5. Honor Senator Nancy Schaefer letter entitled The Corrupt Business of Child Protective Services. 6. Honorable President Trump's Executive Order 13844, Market Integrity and Consumer Fraud, signed on July 11, 2018. This executive order was passed to crack down on welfare, Title 4D, financial fraud activities, and to help brothers win custody of their offspring. Keep in mind, the welfare system is the Democrats' bread and butter for federal funding. I agree, profits. The above-mentioned documents are currently being enforced under Honorable President Trump's administration, but here lies the problem. Why isn't these fake news liberal radio stations, and he give whoever they are these so-called pro-black Democratic leaders, and I'm not going to say the names because people might come and say, oh, you're hating, whatever. So I'm not going to say it. Airing out these documents to brothers in efforts to help brothers understand how to defend themselves against the corrupt system. Answer: they're too busy being gatekeepers by keeping us dumbed down for profit. And I agree with everything this King said. King, give me a call, 850-345-4120, so we can chop it up and help these brothers with this information. And definitely for you to be in the 100 Kings, if you're not already, because there are some kings that King Michael then brung in, King Ambrose have brung in. So, guys, this is what I want y'all to see. So let me play a few minutes of this video here in number 3, step 3, and y'all have some understanding. But y'all can go in your own time. Go back to my video. Click this link. This video right here I showed y'all, which is the title, Child Support Cease and Desist Letter Explained. And down in the comments section, you're going to see this video. Okay? Where are we? I think I just lost it. No, there we go. Nope, that's not it. Y'all guys got to bear with me. I got to find this video again. Thought it was this one. Yeah, it is this one. Here we go. Sorry about that.
Novus and the Coram non-Judah here. Seems to be some confusion here on these documents. So we're going to sit here, we're going to open up, and we're going to explain a little bit about what these documents are, so you can have a better understanding of what this stuff is, how it's supposed to work. We need to go back in, and you need to understand several different things here on these documents. Number one, it goes back in and exposes the entire fraud of the court system. It goes back in and shows how the courts have been operating under the Foreign Sovereign Immunities Act, and how they've been giving themselves immunity and have been operating in a foreign state capacity against American citizens in this country. You need to go back and read under the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Rule 4J. You also need to go back and read under the Federal Rules of Civil Procedure, Rule 17, of interested party, on who can bring charges against you in that courtroom. These are some of the foundations that you're going to have to go back in and understand. And you're going to have to also understand that we are exposing these judges to a lot of corruption, and we're going back in, exposing the embezzlement that the courts are creating against the people. First off, the judge is not supposed to be the one who is sitting down and setting the jurisdiction in these courts. That jurisdiction falls right back into the plaintiff, the accuser, whether it is the prosecutor, whether it is child services, whether it's IRS, whether it's the bank. No matter what the circumstances is, it is supposed to be set by the person who brought you into that courtroom. The coram nobis and the coram non judice is strictly a defensive tool. It is for challenging the jurisdiction of these courts. It's not designed to go in and be used as if you are the plaintiff. Go in, because you don't want to go in and sit down and say, well, I'm the plaintiff here, and this court don't have jurisdiction. This is strictly for a defensive mood. It's strictly for the defendant to come in and defend himself within the court system. You're also going to find out that when you start running this, the judge are going to be very intimidated with some of this stuff.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to want to go out, and you're going to have your paperwork either a possibility of being dismissed by the court,
mm-hmm.
being frivolous,
mm-hmm.
being stricken from the paperwork,
Yep.
being stricken from the record.
Mm-hmm.
Judges are going to do everything they can to get around this, because with this documentation, the judge only has two options with you. And these two options that he's dealing with, either he has to dismiss this thing in your favor, or he's going to sit here and blatantly break the law.
Okay, guys. So I don't want to play too much of it, because sometimes YouTube will say it's copyright law, but this is under the free usage law. So, but I just wanted to play a little bit of it so y'all guys open your ears and open your eyes and open your nose to smell the truth. But y'all can go back in your own spare time and click the link on this video. Y'all guys need to also start downloading a lot of these videos to your computer or to your hard drive. However, because, you know, the government's trying their best to erase these knowledgeable videos. And we got to be on our P's and Q's to search the internet to find videos that we can send out to the other kings and queens so they can download it. But as I said, next year, man's year, is going to be a fight. Okay? And we all need to stand together. We don't need to be fighting one another, trying to challenge one another. You're going to challenge, you need to be Maine. Okay? The only person I agree with challenging, allowing to challenge us, is Maine, King Maine. Because I love the way he challenges us. He challenges us in a nice, professional way. And that's how we need to be challenged. We don't need to be challenged by someone insulting one of the kings. Normally, when another king does something that's wrong, they get their head cut off. Okay? That's what a king usually happen to a king. Okay? So if you're going to be a king, you got to be honorable in all that you do. Okay? And help your brothers, fellow brothers, build their kingdoms and keep their kingdoms in order. Now, if you're a king, do it the right way. Okay? But that's the list. Okay? That's the lawsuit list. And there's more things that we have. But what I'm gonna start doing after we get about 5 to 8 things listed, I'm gonna do a video on it, and I'm gonna add that to the second list. So that way y'all can always go back to the videos and write down what you're suing for and what you need to sue for. Okay? Now there's a couple that a lot of them I didn't say that Emerald's talked about the fraud and fraudulent concealment. That's just fraud. Fraud is fraud. Okay? And the qui tam. So, but once I gather those things again, I'm going to come and do another video on it. So that way the brothers can just come back and look and study themselves in detail how to sue them, why to sue them, and have your rebuts ready and your defense and your offense. Okay? Next year is it, guys. I'm going to tell you, I'm going in too on that single level. And I'll talk to y'all about it. But y'all guys hit me up. You got me email, cityside2006@gmail.com. And everyone that requested information from me for the power of attorney and, the driver's license stuff, I'm gathering that stuff up now. Been promoting the album. So, and right now, guys, I'm at gold. So, in Africa. So, I'm just letting y'all know Trap Tribe 2 has certified went gold over in Africa. Okay, and I started that over there because that's where the most of the I ain't gonna say black because y'all chop my head off for that one, but the Aboriginals are okay. But it's gold, and I thank everyone for allowing that to go gold. And it's nothing but it's about the people that are listening. Okay, because there's a lot of people that come from over in that continent that don't know about child support. But when they get over here, they'll find out. So this way, they have it before they even come over here in this thing they call the United States. Okay? So they'll be ready when they step on the soil. Okay? I'm King Stevion, guys. Peace and love. I am out.